Dear friends, I am not here to justify what the Israeli forces have done in retaliation, but those who initiated, terrorism, those who initiated violence are more responsible, in my opinion, than those who retaliated. Some philosophers have said, wars cannot determine who is right. Wars can determine only who is left. Let us see how and why the UNO and human rights have failed. You have the stories of, Hitler, Mussolini, Stalin, Mao, Pol Pot, Idi Amin, Genghis Khan, Nadir, Tamerlane, Ghazni and Gori. And we have the stories of, King Sivi. We have the stories of Buddha. We have the stories of Shivaji. That this dove was being chased by an eagle. Okay. Now the eagle also came into the court and he started pleading. The bird started pleading. Yeah, it is my prey. I am hungry. Please give it to me. It has taken refuge in me. I can go to any length to save this poor bird. Then the eagle pleaded, O king, then you will have to give some flesh to me equal to the amount of this dove. Okay, and the king agreed. On the one side the dove was put on the scale. On the other side King Sivi put some flesh, okay, fresh cut from his thigh on the other side. But the dove was heavier. King Sivi cut some more flesh and still the dove was heavier. Then King Sivi decided to sit himself, okay, with his entire being. He sat himself on the scale, and then the deities appeared and Indra said, I was in the form of the eagle and this dove is no one but Agni Deva, and you have passed this test with flying colors. Let us see another story. This is the story of Lord Buddha, and we all are conversant with this story. How cousin of Lord Buddha, I mean Siddhartha, in his childhood, how cousin of Siddhartha had shot an arrow and the arrow had injured a goose, okay, and the goose had fallen into the lap of Siddhartha. Now Devadatta was pleading, I have hunted it, okay, it is mine. Siddhartha pleaded, no, I am trying to save it. Let me first nurse its wound, okay, and he nursed the wounds of the bird, okay, and the quarrel ensued. They both went to King Suddhodhan, father of, Siddhartha, and then King Suddhodhan mediated. What did he say? Actually, this bird belongs to the savior, not the hunter. See the kind of mediation. It is the beauty of this mediation which can nip in the bud many conflicts if there is proper mediation. Unfortunately, these so-called giant organizations like UNO and human rights, they have just proved to be white elephant. Be it this Israel-Hamas conflict, or the conflict between Russia and Ukraine and other such conflicts. Okay, they have miserably failed. Okay, such organizations can't be trusted, okay, with dispassionate, mediation. No. So that is why they have not come up to our expectations. Now the story of Shivaji, in the context of the bestiality perpetrated by the terrorists on the Israeli women, okay, in the first assault, okay, in the surprise attack. See the version of Saudi Arabia Prince Turkey Al-Fazl's. I categorically condemn Hamas targeting of civilian targets of any age or gender as it is accused of. Such targeting belies Hamas claims to an Islamic identity, Fazl said, adding that Islam prohibits the targeting of innocent civilians, children and women in a state of war. Pacifists, dispassionate people, discerning people, they have condemned this brand of terrorism, this brand of bestial terrorism of Hamas. Still, there are some sympathizers, okay, but I have already said those who initiated are more responsible than those who retaliated. But that doesn't mean I am going to justify what the Israeli forces have done in retaliation. Whenever there is war, it is the women and the children, mostly the innocent people, who have to bear the brunt of the wars. And that is why philosophers have said war cannot determine who is right. War can determine only who is left. Now let us see, this is the story of Shivaji in the context of the bestiality of Hamas, okay, towards women. Okay. Once Shivaji won the battle of Kalyan Fort, and some people were held captive. A soldier of Shivaji saw a beautiful woman. She was exceedingly beautiful and she belonged to the family of Subedar of the Kalyan Fort. Okay, so she was brought to the court of Shivaji by his soldier. The soldier expected that King Shivaji will accept this woman as a gift, okay, but Shivaji reprimanded his soldier, and what did he say? Had my mother been half as beautiful as this woman, I would also have been born handsome. You see the magnanimity of, see the kindness of, and the sense of respect of Shivaji towards women. And see, in the context, okay, just the opposite, what these terrorists are doing. So it is a matter of ethos, okay. Good people are everywhere, okay, in all the cultures, in all the religions. It is just a matter of proportion. Two cats were roaming together in search of food, and they found a piece of bread in a house. Now they wanted to divide it judiciously, but they could not. They started quarreling. So they went to a monkey who was famous or infamous for his mediation, okay, and they asked the monkey, please divide this piece of bread into two equal halves. Okay. Now the monkey, okay, his approach was similar to the approach of the UNO. His, intention was not clear, was not above board. Sometimes he would discriminate in favor of one cat and sometimes in favor of the other cat. In order to balance the scale, sometimes he would, nibble some bread from this side and sometimes from that side. And in this manner, the piece of bread was about to vanish. Then the cats decided, no, enough of your mediation, we can settle the quarrel, okay, we won't approach you hereafter. The problem of violence is rooted in how children are brought up, in what circumstances they are brought up, with what stories they are brought up. Okay? If you grow up killing animals, you will end up killing human beings.